Welcome back to Wrestling with Zips. We're off on another adventure. This time we are heading into Jamieson up near Mansfield to a place called Granny Flat. We're going to stay 2 nights at Granny Flat. We're actually with the Land Rover Club and we're going to do base camp at Granny Flat and 2 day trips. So the Saturday and Sunday. It is now the Friday. Excuse me, I'll just turn that off. It's now the Friday, so we're going to get there. It's going to take me 3 to 4 hours to get there. So I'm just checking in. I'm up in the Dandenongs at the moment, which is just absolutely beautiful. It is a smacker of a day. It's crisp, it's clean, the air's beautiful. It's just a pleasure to be alive, you know. It's just awesome. So anyway, as we pull in, I'll do some more filming for you, but we're just heading through the Dandenongs now. This is Monbulk Road, heading up towards Monbulk from Belgrave, and yeah, just enjoy the scenery. I'll shut up and you can watch and enjoy. This is good old Callista, beautiful little town. There's a small school here, I think possibly 200 students from memory. It's absolutely a divine little spot. There's the Callista tea rooms here, which is a beautiful spot for breakfast. We're going to continue on our way into Monbulk, through town. The deli here, Callista Deli Cafe, don't go there. It is so expensive. It is ridiculous. I do not recommend it if you are on a budget. Good food, but just expensive, overly expensive. Callista Tea Rooms, there it is. Beautiful little spot. Not too bad on pricing. Limited parking, but a lovely place to eat. You can just sort of chill out. I think they've got a fire. It's good for breakfast, dinner, lunch. This little drive through here between Callista and Monbulk is just beautiful. Beautiful trees. It's rainforest, or temperate rainforest. Not too sure, to be honest. But it is beautiful. I take it for granted I'm always up this way. There's the Lyrebird Falls, or wedding receptions. I've never been there. Can't give you a recommendation or not. I'd say they're good. They always seem to be busy. Some beautiful bed and breakfasts up this way. If you like, especially in winter, if you like cold temperatures and you like to cozy up to a nice fire and drink nice coffee and walk around eating chocolates and seeing wonderful trinkets, and there's a place up this way in Olinda and Sassafras that has, like, I don't know, crystals, and there's a crystal shop. I cannot remember the name of the shop. It's in Sassafras, but it is an unbelievably good shop. There's all types of things in there. If you're into that type of voodoo stuff, I'm not, but you know, each to their own. It's lovely. You go in there, you see something, you might see something you like. I've found a few things in there I like, and I'm not even into that stuff. So, but it's definitely a great place up here in the Dandenongs. Especially Sassafras and Olinda. Olinda's really well known for weddings up that particular way. Sassafras too. Just a beautiful spot. Just a nice spot to chill out and feel peace. Just be peaceful. Sometimes you can just sit back and you just don't need to talk. You're just soaking in it and in what life is, and you just got to soak it up. You know, that's all we're here for. We're not here for stress and problems. And you know, the other day I was listening to a YouTube video actually. It was about forestation and how forests in England, especially in Scotland, have been just dissolved to nothing. Just, you know, obviously a lot of stock land, cattle land, sheep land. I think they do more sheep. Never been there, sorry. But how that falling trees, they showed these forests, and it was just no vegetation. It was just huge trees, or trees competing with each other that grow quickly because they're competing. The underscore of the vegetation, there was just nothing. And the man that was doing the video, he goes, normally when you're in a forest you can hear stuff. So he just stops talking, and you couldn't hear a thing. And that's not in a good way. There were no birds. There was no squirrels running about, especially there was just nothing. Like the forest was dead. And this is Monbulk. And so, you know, this is the thing. You just got to leave stuff. It's all coming to me now. You just don't interfere. If a tree falls, you don't need to race up and cut it up and use it as firewood. I'm sure if you need it for firewood, but don't need to keep that understore of the forest clean. You know, sure, it could be a fire hazard. You know, there's pros and cons to everything, but I would rather walk into a forest, you know, that's just full of life, not a dead zone. I think, you know, I think we all kind of, hopefully we all agree. I mean, maybe not, but can't see the logic is, you know, life is life, and you're just surrounded by it, and that's just not surrounded by it. It's just a dead forest, and that really opened my eyes to what I could see in a forest, you know. Anyway, enough of my chat. We're heading now just out of Monbulk. We're heading up to Sylvan, and then I'll touch base later on when we're heading more into Mansfield. It's a long trip, got about 3 hours of driving. Excuse me, just had breakfast. 3 hours of driving ahead of me, so I'm just going to take it nice and slow, stop for coffee, relax, just enjoy this beautiful day. Anyway, I'll sign off for now. Just checking in. We've just passed through Yay. Now we're on the see that. Anyway, there's a bit of roadworks going on. Brand new road, beautiful brand new road, nice and quiet. We're going to do 40 k's. So we're heading into Mansfield. We'll be at our destination possibly in about 12:48, which is 1.24 hours, 1 hour and 24 minutes. I'm gonna, because I do not have a caravan, I'm just in the car. A lot of these people that will be turning up will have caravans and camper vans and all sorts of things, so I need to sort of, you know, just put something up somewhere, because every morning I'll need to pack everything up except for the swag and the trundle bed, leave a few boxes behind, so go off for the 4-wheel drive days. So we'll touch base then, but just letting you know what's going on. I've been just driving through fog, basically. I've got the fog lights on. We've just been driving through thick fog the whole way. So just on 11:25 a.m. stroll in Yea. General Bakery, with the bakery there. Beautiful, beautiful. Didn't peel away. Delicious. Just heading off now. We're just in the line at a night.
You can let me know when you're in position, Nelson. Copy that. I'm just waiting on Mike. He was just getting a chair and then we'll be off soon. Just a minute or so.
You can hear by the radio, we're just heading off to our trip. Just going to record this trip actually. Right, this is our turn off. We're going, I don't know what road this is. Figure it out.
Justin, I'm assuming now we're off the highway, put it in four-wheel drive and low range or not? Not low range yet. Yeah, it goes along here a little bit and then we'll definitely need to go into low range.
This is Army track, guys. Army track.
Sorry, do I just use both the monitor?
Well, we're still on Army track. It's actually a beautiful track. It's just been graded, as I said, but the clay, some heavy clay soil. Wouldn't it'd be very sticky in real wet conditions. We've just had probably not even a mil of rain, which is perfect, keeping the dust down. As we get deeper in, it seems to the dust seems to settle.
That road on the left that says road closed. Is there some way of knowing that on a website or something?
Yeah, there's a Forest Fire and Regions or Forest Fire Management have got a track website that's got all of the closed tracks, closed roads on it.
Is it fairly accurate?
Reasonably.
Well, this sign seems to say something.
Bit of banter going on. Boys learning as we go. We come to a halt.
Tarquin, this is the first crossing. It's not particularly deep.
Is it long, mate, or is it just a short one?
Pretty short.
I'll skip this one.
Shallow compared to normal.
Yeah, I won't put the drone up here. I'll skip to the next one.
Hey Justin, these campers have just told us that the ranger said to them that this road is closed.
Really? Really?
Just passing on what they said. It could be because of the burn off ahead sign.
They'd be talking about Holyland's track because that's the one that's got the road closed sign on it.
There's another sign, Nelson.
Okay.
We're going around it.
Ah, okay. It's a bugger. Alright, well we might have to do Snake Edwards then.
Okay, we'll turn around here. We're at that burn off ahead sign.
Roger that. So Charlie, turning around, correct? Yes, we're turning around. It's close. Someone got a picture of the road closed sign that's impeding it.
Sure, we'll grab a sign and photo of that sign.
Report.
Alright, we've come to a unfortunate change of events. There's a burn off ahead, so we need to change direction. We're turning back around. We're going to figure it out and continue on. Just waiting for a clearer path.
Hey Justin, is it morning tea time or are we going to push back?
We'll have morning tea here.
Beautiful, man. Alright, another change of plans. It looks like there's a few road closures up here due to a recent fire. Obviously trees that are damaged, they don't want to fall on cars and so forth. All drive. So we're sort of trying to figure out a track to get into. I think it will probably end up going to Mount Terrible track. That's just my conclusion. I can see Justin struggling to find something for us, but I think he'll probably conclude that's probably the only way in when we get there, but I could be wrong. We'll continue on. I'm in low range now. We're going up a track called Flower. I think it's called. My eyes are so bad I can't see. Flower Bag, which is medium. It's not hard at all.
So we left the Granny Flat camping area, which is here, and we drove out this way, back into Jamieson's main road, down Point Road here, all the way down this way, Mansfield Woods Point, all the way down here, and then we got to Army Track. We turned left into Army Track, went down into here, all the way until we crossed that river, and then we turned around and went back because this the remainder of this particular track there was a controlled burn, so it was unsafe to go down as a road closure. So then we went back this way, all the way, and then we crossed the road and we're on Flower Bag track now, and we're heading up this way now. So that's that update on the map where we're up to.
It's beautiful country though. It's lovely, lovely scenery. lots, even though this is not a long weekend or anything, just a normal weekend, there's lots of campers. People are really getting out there. It's actually a pleasure to see them all. You know, people just get out into the environment. Being a city kid, you know, I was drawn to this, so it's quite wonderful to see. You know, oh, there's some good turns here. I might just slow down. We're in a convoy, so you've got to be mindful of people in front of you. Give them plenty of room, times to adjust. It's quite rocky. It's quite good. I quite enjoy it. It's nothing like Twiggy Track. That'll be my reference. So if you ever hear me say, "Oh Jesus, that is not as good as Twiggy Track," or "not as bad," or "that was worse," that'll be my reference. Twiggy Track was a real shake-up for me. I tell you, that was bloody. That track. Man, I nearly flipped the car. I can tell you, I was completely out of my depth. I was acting all brave on camera, but I can tell you what, I was definitely a bit shaken from it. So it was a learning experience indeed. Just taking it slow, real slow.
Just going to fix my aerial.
That's the second for the day. We're going to have a hat trick.
Just meandering up. We're going to come back out onto a main road. This is just a little taste of the days ahead. What we're going to do. So
Somebody stop and let those guys know that there's 9 of us in our convoy.
I'll do.
Tell them what the last car is, just in case they have trouble counting.
Oh, that's a bit rough.
What I mean by that is sometimes, you know, you think you've counted 9 or whatever, and it's just easier to say, and the last car is a blah. But I'd have trouble sometimes. Was that 8? Was that 9? You know what I mean? I'd be the same thing. I'd be in that boat.
Alternatively, we could just tell him that the last car will tell him he's the last car.
Even better.
good work, Roger.
Up to your left, you can see Land Rover. It's the one with the flat top on it, the plateau. You should almost be able to see a tower on the top of it on the northern end, the right-hand end of Mount Terrible out there. And then there's a hut about a third of the way along. You might be able to see that. It's just where the tree line pops up and then stops.
just down up a major track. It's just starting to get a little rough. I've still got her in high range. I did have her in low range. I took it off. The car can handle it in this particular environment in high range. I'm on in gravel mode still, not in muds or ruts or anything, just gravel. It's a little wet, not really. Actually, I'm going to change it here to low range.
Got to dark one.
It's a little hilly. It's nothing like the Twiggy track as I referred to before, but it is hilly. It is definitely a higher gradient than some of the tracks I've been on, but not particularly difficult. The ground is extremely firm. It's actually quite nice. Pick your lines and up you go. It's good in a convoy. I'm a bit of a lone wolf when it comes to four-wheel driving, but it's good. You get, you know, what's coming up and people helping each other. You know, banter on the radio. You know, it's quite enjoyable, to be honest. So, you know, I don't mind it at all. I think I'll be doing a lot more of these trips. And the boys are good, you know. There's only boys on this particular group, and they're all sort of my age, all with, you know, families or whatever. It's a good group. So I'm just going to hang here for a minute. I've just been told off before. I slipped up. I'm supposed to mark tracks as they come up, and I didn't. And the poor lads behind me didn't know where to go. But it seems to be working okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's decent. Gee, look at that beautiful view, man.
See Lake Goodall out to your left there now.
Hoping there's a spot up here where we can stop. A couple of glimpses through the trees, but no sort of real lookout spot.
What a sight that is. That is sensational.
Through Jamieson again,
and then we go out of Jamieson to Paletti track here. Paletti, which is not that far out of Jamieson. And we go up Paletti track. Paletti's pretty straightforward. And then up onto Mount Terrible. Now Mount Terrible's a bit of a plateau. There's a hut there. There is a parking spot there. We'll all park facing out, so next to each other. You know, convoy parking. Get a photo up there. That's always good.
Parallel,
parallel park. You'll see me when I pull in.
Just line up side by side.
Yep.
And then we drop down off. We drop down off the end, and you can see on this map there's 3 different routes.
The day 2 on the Land Rover Jamieson Trip. We are going up Mount Terrible, which is, you can't see it at the front, but it's off to my left. It's got a big tower on it. So this track is medium today, nothing hard, nothing. I mean, the tracks are in such good condition. I mean, dry weather, a little bit of moisture on the road, just a touch of rain yesterday, probably 1 or 2 mil, if that. So I'm recording these tracks. I'll post them up after the trip, but very easy so far. Yesterday was great. There was a few steep sections, nothing overly dangerous, you know. So it was nice. These, you can see a beautiful day, but just beautiful views. So I'm very impressed with how they manage these trips on this Land Rover Club. They all know each other. They're old souls, you know, the experienced four-wheel drivers, car enthusiasts. You know, you've got all types. You've got guys who are just so passionate about the club and about what they can do for the members in the club and the cars. We had an old Land Rover series, one of the beginner ones, break down, and this old bloke, no one could fix it. It couldn't start. It just wouldn't start. And he was watching, and I was watching him just sort of watch and just sort of sit back, and then he finally went over and got up and fiddled with it and asked the gentleman to start it, and she just started. And you know, just this experience that this club has, and it was a beautiful thing to see. You know, some people, they just know experience and, you know, weight of the club membership and members. New guys can learn, the old guys are passing on their knowledge.
More shooters on the side of the road.
You know, it's just beautiful. I've actually fallen in love with the club. It's just from little things like that, you know, just seeing how the club manage problems, you know. And on our trip yesterday, we had a flat tyre. The club got involved with the problem, you know. It was great. It's I'm just going to, Lloyd in front of me has just gone into low range. I'm going to do the same. Good work, mate. It's a bloody pretty good idea. This is Mount Terrible. It was pretty nice. Little hut. Let's look at the vehicles. Mount Terrible track heading out. Beautiful country. There's a controlled burn that was done here over the summer. I've just been checking in with the lads over Black Friday, which is some years ago now, over a decade. All this was burnt to basically nothing. This is where they lost Marysville. Right, it was 2008. Terrible drought back then. We're due for another drought. We're probably starting in one now. But you can see that they're really putting in effort to control if there is a fire. More than they ever have. These roads have been graded.